Hey guys, what is up? It is the Fast Break Report here, bringing you guys another vlog. I'm going to try to make this short. The last time I tried it, we were working on 17 minutes, so I'm going to just get right into it. We need to have a conversation, okay? Indiana Pacers fans, we need to have a serious conversation, because I think some of you are smoking something hard, and I kind of want to just bring you back to earth a little bit. So, this all started, I think, with the whole DeAndre Ayton sign and trade for Myles Turner rumors that started going around right before the NBA draft, and at this point now, fans are just saying blasphemous shit, and I kind of want to address it. So the first thing I kind of want to address here is the DeAndre Ayton sign and trade for Myles Turner, and I'm going to try to make this short and sweet, okay? DeAndre Ayton is a better player than Myles Turner. I don't care what anybody says, okay? I don't care what your opinion on it is. DeAndre Ayton is a better player than Myles Turner. Why should we sign DeAndre Ayton in a sign and trade with Myles Turner? Let me tell you why, okay? First of all, Myles Turner shoots about 50% from the field, if that. Actually, not even that. It's like 48.9 or some, like 48.9, some shit like that. So, Myles Turner doesn't even shoot 50% from the field as a center, okay? Yeah, he blocks a lot of shots, but he is a 13-7 guy. Okay? That's it. That's all he'll ever fucking be. 13-7. He is a glorified Brook Lopez. That is what Myles Turner is. Okay? He is not a threat in the paint. He can't stop anybody at his position. If Myles Turner played the power forward position and played more like a Kristaps Porzingis role, I would understand that. But he is on the Indiana Pacers. The Indiana Pacers. Yeah, here we go. He's on the Indiana Pacers playing the center position, where he's not good at it. He is not any team that has Myles Turner as their starting center is not a championship team. I am sorry. Okay? I'm sorry I had to tell you that. It's just not. Okay? At least with DeAndre Ayton, you get an 18-10 guy, maybe a 17-11 guy who can shoot free throws, shoots 60% from the field. He literally shoots free throws at the same fucking rate that Myles Turner does. Okay? He averages the same amount of fouls a game as Myles Turner. They have about the same turnovers. Okay? I mean, yeah, Ayton gets the ball more, so like 1.7 to like 1.2, I guess you could say. Ayton has a slightly higher turnover rate. But I just think to myself, people are really trying to make the argument that we should keep Myles Turner over DeAndre Ayton, all because we would have to give Ayton a max contract. Okay, I'm going to tell you this. A max contract for DeAndre Ayton is not the same as a max contract for Luka Doncic. It's not the same as a max contract for Trae Young. It's not the same as a max contract for Stephen Curry, Nikola Jokic, any of these fucking guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Okay? It's not the same. Zion Williamson got 5 years, $193 million as a max contract. A max contract for DeAndre Ayton is probably in the area of like 160 to 180. Okay? And when you consider the idea that the league salary cap is going to go up over the next 2 years, maxing out DeAndre Ayton looks like a pretty good fucking idea from where I'm sitting. Okay? At that point, you're getting a 23-year-old center or something like that for $180 million, $170 million maybe over the next 4 or 5 years. That's pretty damn good when you consider that in the next, by 2025, you're going to see people who knows, who's a guy off rip? Luka Doncic possibly getting a contract extension in the area of like 5 years, $310 million, $320 million. So, yeah. Okay, I'm just going to say this. We're getting into the area where supermaxes are going to be $300 million. We're talking MLB money almost, okay? So that's all I'm saying, okay? Or MLB money, maybe, I don't know, back when Alex Rodriguez was considered, MLB money. But it's just the idea, man. The salary cap in the league keeps going up, and I think people are really overthinking the max signing of DeAndre Ayton. And it's like everyone's saying, oh, the Suns don't even want to pay him. Well, the Suns are one of the worst run organizations in basketball, okay? If they let DeAndre Ayton walk, they're never going back to the fucking finals again. So I just want to throw that out there as well. And if they think that Myles Turner is a better player than DeAndre Ayton and is a better fit for them, you do it every single fucking day, every fucking time. Every time. You know why? Because Myles Turner is not a better center than DeAndre Ayton. He's just not. And everyone's saying, oh, your center needs to be able to shoot threes. Myles Turner shoots threes. DeAndre Ayton doesn't. Well, the Warriors just fucking won an NBA championship. The biggest three-point shooting team in the fucking NBA was Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Jordan Poole, okay, Moses Moody. And guess how many threes Kevin Looney shot last year? 0. Okay? He literally has a 0 for the 3-point percentage, and he played 80 games. Okay, James Wiseman, you think he's going to be shooting threes when he plays for the Warriors? No. They had Draymond Green out there chucking threes. And you know what? We don't have to worry about that. Why? Because we have Jalen Smith. Because Jalen Smith can shoot threes. So, therefore, we don't need DeAndre Ayton to shoot threes if we sign him. So, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm going to say on the topic. Okay? So that's why I think DeAndre Ayton is a better signing than Myles Turner, because he's better in every fucking aspect except 3-point percentage and blocks. And for whatever reason, those two categories Pacers fans seem to love. I'm not sure why, but they're like, oh, DeAndre Ayton's not going to fit our offense. Listen, if you've got an offense that has Tyrese Halliburton, Buddy Hield, Chris Duarte, and Benedict Mathurin on your roster, and Jalen Smith, you don't got to worry about the center shooting threes. You got 3-pointers covered, okay? So there's that. The next thing is realistic expectations. Because there are people out here saying, oh, we could make the playoffs. We can make the play-in. No, the fuck we can't. Okay? There's maybe a miracle shot that the Pacers make the play-in. And the reason I say that is because the East is fucking stacked. Okay? I don't know why, but people seem to think that teams that are actually good are not good. Like, for example, Philadelphia. I see Pacers fans saying that Philadelphia is not going to be a playoff team because James Harden is not what he used to be. Well, if you've been paying attention to James Harden a little bit on Instagram, Twitter, and so on and so forth on the socials, you'll notice he's been getting in the gym. Okay? Rumors are his contract is going to be in the area of like 3 years, $100 million. So, James Harden is not only saving money, but they're getting better. They got rid of Danny Green and brought in PJ Tucker. They got DeAnthony Melton in the draft for a draft pick. I mean, the 76ers are starting to get better. They understand they have a window for James Harden. So, and on top of it, okay, in the regular season, you're going to see a full season now of Joel Embiid and James Harden playing together, and I promise you, it's going to be a better product than whatever you saw in the second half of last season. Because if you watch the first couple games that Joel Embiid and James Harden played together, it was scurry. Okay? They're going to shoot the most free throws of any team in the fucking league this year. I guarantee it. Joel Embiid is out here shooting 24 free throws a game or some shit like that. Not per game, but I've seen games where he shoots 20 plus free throws. James Harden comes out, he's going to shoot, what, maybe 12 free throws, 11 free throws? They're going to lead the league in free throws. So, this idea that Philadelphia is going to be bad, I'm not buying that. I'd bet $100 against anybody that Philadelphia ends up in the playoffs again. So, there's that. The next team everyone's talking about is the Cavaliers. Oh, the Cavaliers are not going to be good. It's the Cavs. Well, they only have Jared Allen, Evan Mobley, Darius Garland, Karis LeVert. Who else do they got? They got Oshay Abaji, I think his name is, in the draft. He's a solid player. They brought back Ricky Rubio after we traded Karis LeVert for him. So, they're going to have a solid bench unit. They still have Kevin Love, who played very well for them. I mean, the Cavs are a play-in team. I don't think people understand it. The Cavs are a fucking play-in team right now in the East. And they're pretty good. So, there's that team. Then there's the Raptors. Oh, the Toronto Raptors. How they never get any respect. Everyone's saying the Toronto Raptors aren't gonna make it. They play defense. They play defense very fucking well. Yes, they don't have like a really, really good starting center, but they still have Fred VanVleet. They still have Gary Trent Jr. They still have Pascal Siakam, and Scotty Barnes, I don't see him getting any worse. So they'll be a late-seeded playoff team, but I see them making it. Okay, they're a team that I could see making the playoffs, at least the play-in. They're at least a play-in team. Then you look at, what was the other team I was going to talk about here? The Atlanta Hawks. The Atlanta Hawks got DeJounte Murray. They're a playoff team now. So, really, I mean, even Detroit is kind of a toss-up for how good they're going to be this year. They just got Jaden Ivey. Cade Cunningham's going to have a down year. Just throwing that out there because now he's got to share possessions with Jaden Ivey. But Detroit ain't fucking around. They're not wasting time. So, and the Wizards, this is the great thing. The Wizards. Everyone's like, oh, it's the Washington Wizards. They're not going to be good. I mean, Bradley Beal only played 40 games for him last year. He just signed a 5-year extension worth $251 million. You think he's going to be sitting the bench this upcoming season? They have Kyle Kuzma, and they have Kristaps Porzingis. They just traded for Will Barton and Monte Morris. They still have Roy Hachimura. They still have Denny Avdia. Ask me. That's a team that could make the play-in. Brooklyn's not going to be a play-in team unless they somehow keep Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, and add to that. They just signed TJ Warren. And I just think to myself, the Pacers are a good team. Don't get me wrong. They have a bright future. But the Milwaukee Bucks ain't going nowhere. Miami's not going nowhere. Boston's not going nowhere. Chicago's not going nowhere. Cleveland's not going nowhere. Atlanta's not going nowhere. Philadelphia's not going nowhere. I mean, where the fuck do you see the Pacers making it to the playoffs? I mean, we just got to be a little more realistic, okay? It's okay for you to have pride in your team. It could happen. You know what I'm saying? It could happen that the Pacers make the playoffs and Tyrese Halliburton and Benedict Mathurin, and if we get DeAndre Ayton, okay, end up being fucking amazing and go on like some crazy fucking tear for 57 wins. It's a possibility. It's very unlikely, but there's something there, okay? And that's what I'm saying. Do not buy into a narrative that the Pacers are going to make the playoffs this year or be a championship team this year, because it's not in the fucking cards, okay? But the Pacers do have a very bright future with Tyrese Halliburton, Jalen Smith, Benedict Mathurin, Chris Duarte, DeAndre Ayton, or whoever in the future, because I guarantee you it's not going to be Myles Turner. Okay, it's just the idea. The Pacers are easily 3 to 4 years away from being anywhere near a championship contender talk. Okay, at the very least. And I just want people to be realistic. It's okay to want your team to do well. It's okay to say that, you know what, I want my team to do well. But this is a team that's not even going to hit 50 wins. Okay? And you need 42 wins, at the very least 42, 43 wins just to be in the fucking play-in. And we got, the Charlotte Hornets who have LaMelo Ball. I mean, that's a team that's not getting any worse. They're trying to shop Gordon Hayward, but it's just the idea, man, like, we're arguably one of the worst teams in the East. And even with bringing back Jalen Smith and having Tyrese Halliburton, I mean, I see people coming out here saying, oh, well, we should sign Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving makes us a playoff team. Kyrie Irving makes us a championship contender. I mean, what kind of drugs are you people smoking? Kyrie Irving couldn't take Boston to the fucking finals. And you think he's going to take a worse team to the finals? I mean, I'm just, you know what, man, at the end of the day, I'm done with it. I'm done, okay? I understand wanting your team to do well, but, I mean, we have delusions of grandeur, okay? That's all I'm saying. And as a Pacers fan, I understand you want your team to perform well, but holy shit, can we be realistic? Fucking Kyrie Irving takes us to the fucking, yeah. Kyrie fucking Irving is gonna take us to a championship team with this roster. I'll have what they're smoking.